Well, welcome back to Ecocentric. Today, yes, this is another planting day. I'm not going to show you the planting just because it's basically the same as last week. But what we're going to do, I'll tell you what I'm planting, and we'll take a look around at the different things there and see what's happening over this past week. But before I do, I recorded an update on the onions. So I'll show you that right now, and then we'll go on to the other stuff. The time has come to give the onions a little snip. As you see, they're fairly long and growing over. Give them a haircut. I kind of do this slowly just because I like to keep the pieces and put them on a sandwich later. I lift them up and try to make them all about the same length when I do this. You cut them down to about 2 or 3 inches long, these leaves. See, here's a long one that's just laying down, so I'll pull them up and cut them off. That's good enough. And I'll have to do the same with the other tray of onions. Before I put them back, I am going to put another seed in each cell that don't have an onion growing in it. They'll be up big enough for an onion seedling in a month's time. How long ago was it we set them? We set them on the 6th. So yeah, we'll have an onion seedling in plenty of time if I set out the empty cells again now. I can take a lot of onion because you've seen in an earlier video I dehydrated onion and they make a really great powder. So it's not really such a thing as extra onion. That's it. That was the Kelsey. I don't have very many missing out of the Russa di Milano. It is my opinion that my onion seedlings are doing better in this setup. And one shouldn't be surprised. When you do stuff DIY, do your own, you actually do it that's best for the way you do things, not necessarily what the general recommendations are. And that's the way things work. You have to decide on how things flow best for you as well as the plant. Because how somebody else does it in some other place, under some other climate, may not work as well. This is working well for me. Like I say, the other 2 years it worked well as well. I'm just changing it to get them easier to get out when the time comes. My red spring onions, nothing with the Australian brown. So I got a few from Red Spring. So I have a bunch of seed here. I'm going to put some more seed in there and see if I can get a full tray's worth. Just because I can. But before I do that, I'm going to snip the tops off these. Like so. So while I've got, you know what I should do before I do that, is ruffle up the surface of the soil a bit so that the seeds fall down among the soil bits. Then I can tap it down and the seeds will be in the soil. And so this is red spring. I'll sprinkle some more seeds in here, and we'll see, like I said, if we can get a full tray's worth of onion seedlings come a month's time. And then I'll just tap them like that, see, and the seeds will be in good contact with the soil then. Now, as we were saying, we're not expecting to get anything from the rest of these Australian brown seedlings, but I'll put them there anyway. I'm just going to put them all in because, like, say, just not expecting anything to come of them. This is the tiny tin beside my computer desk. Not looking all that healthy right now, but what I'm going to do is replace the soil. So I'm going to take this one out, and I already have the soil already sifted out from where I was just doing some planting, and I'll replace the soil and plant it back, and I'll put it back right there. I'll take all this bits that's dead off it now. Then in a little bit we'll find out exactly well, because there'll be no conditions change, see, other than I'll replace the soil. So we'll be able to tell exactly how well that does. The one up in the bay window now is green and healthy as could be. Replanted and filled with new soil. All the dead pieces taken off. As far as my planting of today goes, I have thought of a really good idea, and I alluded to it in the last Shed Wars video of how to make a temporary sun trap. And also I have an upcycling idea for planters. So I am going to plant out, see, I have these 6 here and 1, so that's 7 different chocolate peppers, and I already have the Shanghai Ghost pepper. I have 2 of those. So what I have, there's from Will It Grow, the hot Portugal pepper. From Incredible Seed, I have the Ring of Fire, yellow, however you will pronounce that one. I'm just going to move it right up and you can decide on how that's supposed to be pronounced. Padron. Now this is the sweet pepper, a red bell pepper. I think there's seeds in there. And the California Wonder. This California Wonder is 75 days, so with a sun trap I should be able to get some of an harvest anyway outside. The red bells, they're 95 to 110, so we shall see. See, this is why I got mostly hot peppers now. They're 60 days to maturity, right? This one's 110 days. 65 days. And the hot Portugal pepper, I think that's shorter as well, so John never put on here what the days to harvest is, but chocolate pepper, you've seen that in past videos. I've grown that inside, and they're fairly easy to get to pollinate with a little paintbrush. Now as for tomatoes, no, I'm not going to plant all of these. I have to go here and go down to tomatoes. Apparently I selected the 42 Days, Berkeley Tie-Dye, Bloody Butcher, Brand New Wine, Early Siberian, Golden Nugget, and Sunrise Bumblebee. But from will it grow for this year? We have Speckled Roman. Now this is a paste tomato, I think, so that'd be nice if I could get some of them. I already have that open, I'm not sure why. And David Davison's. I don't have Mortgage Lifter in my list of... This is some seeds that I sowed from the Mortgage Lifter tomatoes. I have 630 seeds here, so I'm going to do that one. Oh, there's the Heritage Harvest seed, 42 days. Oh, Sunrise Bumblebee, we are going to do that one. Early Siberian, Berkeley Tie-Dye, Golden Nugget, Brand New Wine. So I have 10 varieties of tomatoes. And 7 varieties of peppers. Tomatoes, I'll set 10 of each because I'll probably be able to sell the extra tomato plants. The peppers I'm just going to sell, I'm just going to set 5 of each, because technically I only want 2 pepper plants. Ah, I killed it! Actually, I didn't. See, there's new growth there. There's new growth down right here. There's new growth coming right here. But it did get an awful transplant shock. That was getting quite faded. But now I've got to remove all this other dead stuff now and wait for it to actually grow back again. It's not dead. It shall revive. See what you do now right away, I can put these broccoli, every one of the broccoli Arcadias up, and not one of the broccoli Romanesco yet. That's interesting. So I can put these up into 72 cell flats now. I just put them in these just to get them germinated and preferably get their first true leaf, but it looks like they're going too fast. I'm just going to have to put them up into 72 cell flats. Actually, I think I decided to set these so that and put them up in the sunroom. I can't remember, but these little lettuces, they can stay here for a while. They'll be fine in this tray yet. And the snowball cauliflower, they're not too big. This is the dill, so dills come nice. Now remember, this is the seed I collected because I didn't have very much seed. So we set it all last year, and then I collected the seed at the end. And we've got 4 plants coming up there now. So that's nice. On the heat mat, the amaranth love lies bleeding. We've got 6, 7 plants up there now. So that's nice. But like I say, right now it's just these here, the broccoli and the cabbage just seem to be growing a little too fast. I was like, hey, I got to get them moved out to a 72 cell flat right away. And look what I just noticed. So this is the Shanghai Goji. Now this is a new Goji because I tried other varieties and I'm trying a new variety now. So there's one right here. There's one right here. There's another one up here. So they're starting to come. Next to them, this is the echinacea. So this is the purple coneflower, which is starting to sprout. Now purple coneflower especially, they'll be a very nice plant before I actually take them out of here. This is something that is of interest. Maybe I've gotten to understand now the proper watering regime for peppers. But he is growing the best that he is ever grown now. This is a couple-year-old pepper, and I had to bring you in close because with the other stuff behind it, you really can't see the pepper. It gets the background is too light. The pepper goes too dark. So I'll zoom you in close, and we had several, and this one, you see, I got a pepper growing here now. I didn't catch this other flower soon enough, but I did that one. Now this one is still viable. Several flowers. I think I caught this one time enough. It looks like there's a pepper growing back there, and it's got several nice leaves that growing out on it now, and another branch looks like coming out way down there. I hope that's a branch, because in here, you see, I want just a little bush. I really don't want it any taller than that. So that's awesome. And the other thing is awesome is that the basil. See those two there? They're growing great. And they're growing great. So I'm going to get some more basil growing. I've had several harvests off those already. A tiny Tim here, he's doing just wonderful. And this is the Shanghai Goji. There's the sign. From John, it will grow. And see, John? It's got flowers. So that's nice. This is one, of course, I'm not overly used to growing peppers, but I got this on another pepper too. You see all those bumps on the leaves? Does any of you know what causes that? It's on the top. It's not, you might see a couple on the bottom, but not very much. It's mostly comes on the top of the leaf, and it's not on all of the leaves. I got this one growing over here now. This is a chocolate pepper, and he does have a flower. I gotta put that in another pot. That's struggling along. You can see there's the old one, right? That's been struggling along just as long as the other one has. The ring of fire doesn't seem to be very happy here. It's nothing growing there now. What was growing is all gone dry. So to end the video, I'll just mention, yeah, it looks like that sea berry is going to come along just fine. It's got 2 sets of true leaves now, and getting the 3rd set if I don't drop anything on it. The onions, they've grown up again almost the same as if I never clipped them. That's it for today. Thank you for watching. Hit that thumbs up button and make sure you're subscribed. I'll see you in the next video.